Next inductee is a longtime coach of the UB Tigers. Sir John, give me that. There you go. Congratulations. He was a captain of the Tigers playing back in 1951. A tight end and defensive end. Captain of the 1951 Binghamton Press Southern Tier All-Conference team. He went on to play tight end and defensive end with Colgate's, at the time, Red Raiders, the Raiders. He took over the reins at Johnson City, 1957 to 1959 as their head coach. Then he went to Tiger Pride, head coach of the UB Tigers from 1960 to 1992. During that span, Coach Angeline won 216 games in his coaching career overall. When he retired in 1992, 216 was the most wins in Southern Tier history. He won 13 league titles, 12 at UB, 1 at Johnson City. Won 2 New York State championships, 1979 and 1989. They still argue which team is better. I'll let you ask the coach that. Also selected to the New York State Section 4 Athletic Hall of Fame, 1982. Selected as Coach of the Year in New York State by the New York State Sports Writers Association in 1979 and 1989. Selected to the Union Endicott Athletic Hall of Fame. Honored by the UB Central School District with having made a difference Alumni Award for his distinguished service as an educator, renowned coach, and local youth community supporter. And if you go down to UB's Ty Cobb Stadium now, you will see the plaque and the honoring of him right at the stadium as they commemorate the field house and a dressing area for UB Tiger teams. Coach's favorite saying, one of them, if you give everything you've got every minute, then some good things have to come your way. You may never get the opportunity again because you only pass through once. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome into the Greater Binghamton Sports Hall of Fame, Fran Angeline.
Thank you, Tony, and thank you, Roger. A great honor, as everyone has said tonight, to be here. I'm indebted to the committee and the fine folks of this community to be inducted in the first Hall of Fame is a great honor, but even more so to be inducted along with these outstanding sports figures, along with the rest of the inductees tonight. Thank you. This has been my first trip back here, and I apologize for hiding under the table here, more or less, hiding my legs. Bound with a wheelchair for a while. It's my first trip back since summer. Had surgery in the Philly area and wheelchair bound for a while. I'm happy to say I have both sons here tonight. I wanted to make sure someone was going to be here tonight. Both my sons, Larry and Chris, who played some pretty good football for us in the late 70s. And it's a pleasure, and I know what Christy went through with Tom Kaufman and vice versa. Because he certainly experienced the fraternity and the familial relationship. It's unique, and I'm very happy to have had the opportunity to coach my sons. They were a couple of fine young men, and we don't turn that kind of way at all. You fine folks here have made this area so rich in athletics, and you're all responsible with your support and the people up here. This proud grandpa has spent a good deal of time in the last few years in the suburbs of Philadelphia, mainly in the Downingtown, Exton area, for those of you who might be familiar with that. It's a hotbed for college recruiting, and watching all these games, subconsciously, I've made some comparisons Here, our best here, wherever they may be, can compete with anybody, any place. The only difference is they have more of them there and in other places, I think. I've always felt very strongly about that. It's always nice to see my old pals, and I see a lot of them here tonight, a lot of my former players, and it's always nice to reunite with Roger Neal, who graciously invited me to his booth as we broadcast games, several games together for the past 6 years, minus this one. But I had a lot of fun. Always great to see the pro. Roger, thanks again for this honor and opportunity. I'm sorry I'm in the wheelchair. I spent almost my whole life in sports, and I just wanted you to know that I wouldn't trade 1 minute of it, coaching, playing, whatever. You guys keep up the good work. Good luck. This area is doing a great job. Thanks.